It's nice. It's been a while since that's been the case. Obviously we got guys behind the scenes trying to get back as fast as they possibly can, but nice to go from 1 week to the next and not have any major changes. So we can kind of try to build off what we did. It takes work to do that. A certain way on Sunday doesn't mean it's going to be that way again. We got to go out there and earn it during the week, and we got our mindset to do that.
In your times playing in Detroit, you've heard football town. What are some of your memories playing at Soldier Field?
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome place to play. It's a huge challenge. They do a really nice job of filling out their stadium with hometown fans and make it difficult for the opposing quarterbacks. I feel like every time I go there, I'm playing a really good defense. Doing that again this time. A defense that's really talented, really at all three levels. They've got playmakers, guys that can, affect the game for them in a positive way. So it's a big, big challenge for us, a big work week for us on offense.
Only people who have gone through it probably know how tough a rookie season is for a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
What do you recall about yours, and what would you maybe say to Caleb as he figures this out?
Yeah, I mean, mine was tough for sure.
Yeah.
We were, a team in a lot of transition at that point. It's a long time ago, trying to remember back to all of it. But no, I mean, there were some big time highs and there were some big time lows. And as far as my play and our team's performance and all that kind of stuff, but it's all a learning curve or a learning, opportunity, a chance to find what you can do, what you can't do. He's obviously immensely talented. He makes plays every single week that you see on TV that blow you away. As a quarterback, I sit there and go, man, that is some incredible stuff. And then I'm sure there's plays he wants back, like all of us. So, he seems like a sharp kid, obviously really talented. I'm sure he'll figure it out, more and more as he continues to play. And I'm sure he's going to have a great career.
He's talked about kind of what he admires about you and kind of sees you as a role model in a lot of ways. What's it like for you at this stage to have younger quarterbacks like him, and I think Stroud kind of use you as the example?
It's humbling. It's pretty cool to to be thought of in that light. I obviously love playing this game. Play this game for a lot of different reasons. One of them is the respect of the guys that you either play against or play with, and I want to try to get that as much as I possibly can when I play. And I know I respect a bunch of guys that I either play with or play against too. So that's a great part about the NFL, being part of this group of people. But no, I think it's cool. Makes me feel old, but I'll take it.
Did you remember how you started not just understanding, but like navigating the pressure of being in such a big-time football city? I mean, such a passionate fan base that you were that you had back then, even in tough times, and then Chicago as well. As a young person growing into adulthood, do you remember what that was like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't all smooth sailing. I know that, right? Like I was trying to figure it all out, right? Try to be the best player I could be for our team. Try to figure out, being that far away from home, all those kind of things. I mean, there's just so many things transitioning in your life at that point. The more you can focus on the things that you can control, the better off you be. And the things that are out of your control, man, you got to try to understand that those things, you can't waste too much energy on that. So it was not all easy for me. There's no question about that. We had plenty of ups and downs, and I leaned on coaches, I leaned on players, family, everybody to help kind of get me through that. That wasn't something that I just shouldered by myself.
You tied Drew Brees, I think you're fifth on fourth quarter comebacks. Does that mean anything to you? And how long is it from Sunday night before you're like, okay, that was great, before you can put it behind you?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Anytime you're getting mentioned with guys like Drew Brees, who did such amazing things in this league for such a long time, I feel humbled again, just to be in that same breath. So I have a lot of respect for him and who he was as a player. And fourth quarter comebacks are great, man. It means your team can count on you in those moments. They're also not so great, means you were down. So play better in the first three. But it's a funny. Football's a funny game. Sometimes one great quarter can erase three bad ones, and so take them whenever you can get them. Tough to go out there and play four perfect quarters. So. What was the other question you asked me? I'm sorry.
Kind of how long?
Oh, how quickly after the game? Yeah, I mean, I move on pretty quick. Excited about it. Obviously, in the locker room after the game. Get home, see my four kids. They could care less. So, I mean, they're excited that we won, but they want to tell me about something else they did, and I move on pretty quickly. I'll, maybe shoot back and think about it and talk about it with some friends or family that night. But Monday morning, I'm in here working on the next team pretty quickly.
It's a couple more guys. It's only been 3 weeks, but in general,
rushing is up. Is there anything you see that they would the cause for that?
No, I mean, I think, defenses are doing a great job, always have been, but I think they're doing a really good job of, A, getting after the quarterback, harassing him with guys in the, in the front four in the pocket and making it difficult, and then doing a nice job of covering guys. But I'm sure there's somebody behind a computer that can figure out the analytics behind that better than I can. I'm just worried about trying to go out there and execute for our guys the best I can.
As the leader of the team, how do you make sure that your team, after a great win Sunday, how do you make sure your team uses that momentum into having a great week of practice and being very productive on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great win because it was in our division and we needed to get it done. There's no question about it. But there was plenty to clean up too, right? I mean, you're down 10 points and 14 points at other points in the game, so there's plenty to look at and have a realistic view to yourself and as a team to go, hey man, this could have been a lot better for us if we had done X, Y, and Z just a little bit better. So. Try to pay attention less to the results and more about the process of how you got to where you were. And like I said, there was some really good stuff in a couple quarters of that game, but we got to find a way to, start a little bit faster and play a little bit more consistent.
Folks seem to settle in, especially as the game went on. When you guys go over a win in film rooms, team meetings, Sean mentioned a couple things were freeze frame and things like that. Do you ever notice things that maybe he's doing early on, or do you ever send him a clip of anything, or that you say, hey, I liked what you did there?
Yeah, I mean, we're always talking. We're talking at the line of scrimmage, talking in and out of the huddle, all that kind of stuff. Not so much, taking pictures of that kind of stuff or videos or whatever and sending it to each other. Mike LaFleur is a big video guy, sends those out. Sean does it a little bit too, but I'm technologically illiterate, so I don't do that. But no, I'm always trying to communicate, especially with the young guy, trying to just make it simple for him and help him out as best I can.
What kind of challenges does a quarterback like Jalen Johnson present?
I mean, all of them. He's kind of, complete player. He's a big physical player, can play with hands-on, can play off with vision, got really good ball skills, good instincts, does a really nice job playing stuff top down, and he's when he gets chances to make his plays, he's made them, and that's why he has the respect that he has, from me and a lot of people across the league. So appreciate it.